You can use pretty much any DAW for rock music, but there are some that are more suited to the task. Now, I make rock music and I've used pretty much every DAW out there, so I'm going to give you my top picks for the best DAWs for rock music production. And the good news is there's some in here that are absolutely free, so you won't need to spend money if you don't want to. Now, there's a few that have been around since the start of recording music on computers in studios, and they've recorded their fair share of rock hits. So I'm gonna start with those. And the first one is Avid Pro Tools. This one can be found in pro studios all across the world. And if you aspire to work in a pro studio one day, then it's probably a good idea to at least get a feel for Pro Tools. There's actually a few different tiers available for it. There's a free tier, and with the free one, you get all of the same workflows, plus a core set of your essential effects for mixing, but you do have some track limitations in the free one. You can only have 8 audio tracks and 8 instrument tracks. However, it's an excellent way to get started with Pro Tools for free. Now, the artist tier, this one's suited for home studio musicians and bands and producers, as this one allows for 32 audio tracks, which might be more than enough for a lot of rock musicians, and it also comes with more effects and more instruments. Next up is their studio tier. This one's ideal for pro studios or home studios where you intend to record other musicians and bands. It does have a track limitation, but the limitation is 512 tracks. And that's probably more than most of our computers can handle anyway, so it's pretty much unlimited in that sense. And then there's the Ultimate tier, which is intended more for very high-end professional post-production studios, as the Ultimate version does include the tools needed for post-production. Plus, it has access to very fast customer support if needed. So it makes sense where you're in a professional setting and time is of the essence. Now, the pricing model for the paid versions is mostly all subscription-based, with either monthly or annual subscriptions available, but you can purchase perpetual licenses for the Studio and Ultimate versions. And if you aren't familiar with Pro Tools, it's being used to record some of the biggest rock albums since DAWs made their way into recording studios. So it is well suited for rock music. It is a very powerful DAW with lots of features in there and advanced routing. There's so much you can do with Pro Tools. The next one we're looking at is Steinberg's Cubase. Steinberg not only makes this excellent DAW software, but they've also developed some of the standards that computer-based music production relies on. So the Cubase software itself, it has that traditional workflow that's great for rock styles, but it also has some modern flair to it as well, so it doesn't feel like an old clunky DAW. It also comes with a ton of effects and instruments, depending on the version you go with. There's also a free version, but it's bundleware, meaning you have to get it either bundled with hardware, so like an audio interface that you might buy, or it comes included with software bundles like Lander Studio. Their budget-friendly tier, it's called Elements, so Cubase Elements, and it's perfect for home studio musicians and producers on a budget. It gives you up to 48 audio tracks, which is tons. Then there's the artist version. This one gives you unlimited tracks plus some other extra goodies. Then there's the Pro version, and this one also is unlimited tracks, plus you get more effects, instruments, and tools. Now, no matter what version of Cubase you go with, you'll have a solid foundation for all of your rock music making needs. Now let's have a look at Cakewalk Sonar. Cakewalk actually came out before Pro Tools and Cubase, and it's still going strong today. You have your traditional mix and recording workflows, plus the Pro channel strip that's integrated into every track and bus. This puts some of your main mixing essentials right at your fingertips, quick and easy. Now, one thing that might really entice you into getting Cakewalk Sonar is that it's free. You have unlimited tracks and all of the essentials to record and mix all of your rock songs right away. There is a member/subscription version which unlocks some added features, but they aren't core features and really aren't things that most of us use anyway. But the membership does also give you access to some more things on the BandLab site as well. In recent years, I've only used the free version of Cakewalk, and I haven't felt like I was missing out on anything. I could do everything that I need to do to make rock music. So if free is your thing and you want a powerful DAW, Cakewalk Sonar might be the one for you. Next up is Universal Audio's Luna. The whole workflow and intended use of Luna is geared towards rock music, with tape saturation built right into the channel strips. Plus, if you go with the Pro version, it unlocks even more analog style tools to add warmth and the sound of classic rock to your tracks. The base program is absolutely free, and it allows for unlimited tracks and everything, but like I said, with the paid version, it does unlock some effects. However, you can download and bring in effects from other companies and creators, so they aren't necessary to go with the Pro version. You can still bring in other ones if you want, and there's a lot of free effects and instrument plugins available out there. The workflow here is on the more traditional side, but they do try to make things a little easier for beginners. Now let's move on to Fender Studio. This one was known as PreSonus Studio One up until recently. Fender bought PreSonus a few years ago, and I guess they finally decided to put the Fender brand on it. Fender Studio Pro is an excellent DAW for rock. It does have that traditional sort of feel, but it also implements some modern style to speed things up. And this might be why it's made its way into more and more pro studios. I always like working in this one. It feels very quick. It also comes with a large number of effects and instruments, and those give you all of the essentials to produce rock tracks. Now, to purchase it, they do have a subscription model, but there's also perpetual licenses available as well. So there is some flexibility with how you purchase this one. Now, don't get Fender Studio Pro mixed up with their free version called Fender Studio, which is more of an app. That app is nothing like Fender Studio Pro. So if you've used that or you've seen it, don't think that this program is like that at all. This one is much more professional and gives you a lot more tools to work with music. Now, a program that has a similar workflow to the previous one is Tracktion Waveform. And a really good thing about this one is that it has a completely free option that's called Waveform Free. And it's a complete DAW with unlimited tracks, plus some basic effects and instruments, but you can also bring in other instruments and effects that you can either download for free or pay for from other companies. The Pro version of Waveform does unlock some added instruments and effects, plus there's some nice to have tools that can make mixing quicker. But not having any of those things isn't going to prevent you from recording your own rock albums. And if you do find that there's just one or two of those added features that you might want to have, you can actually just purchase those things through add-ons. And those are a lot less money than buying a full DAW. And I've got to say, Waveform has actually become my go-to program now, just because of how quick and easy it is to use. There's no jumping around through different screens, and everything's right in front of you, right where you need it to be, but it does still have that traditional feel to it, which I like for rock music. If ease of use is something that you're looking for, then you might want to check out Mixcraft. I actually found this one to be very easy to get started with, and I noticed that the approach that they take to mixing and recording lends well to beginners, but it's not so basic where it's going to leave you wanting more as you progress. It's just, it becomes an easy tool for you to use. You have your traditional workflow in here, plus you have integrated channel strips on all of your tracks. So you have all that you need for recording and mixing rock tracks right out of the box, plus you can bring in your own plugins from other manufacturers if you want to. Now, this one's fairly affordable even at the highest tier, but there are a few tiers for it. There's an extremely affordable one called Home Studio, and that one has a 16 track limitation, but it's a great entry into this software. The Recording Studio version gives you all of the essentials that you need, and then there's the Pro version, and that adds even more tools to help you mix and make music. And they even offer a rent-to-own option. If you want a straightforward program that allows you to get the job done, then Mixcraft might be for you. Up next is one that I just recently started to use, and I was really impressed with it. This is Harrison Mixbus. It's actually built on the Ardour platform, but it feels more like a complete program than Ardour. You have the integrated Harrison console channel strips on every track and bus, and this gives you that classic rock vibe right out of the box. Plus, if you go with the Pro version, you can also use the SSL EQ on all of the channel strips. SSL actually bought Harrison a few years ago, and they wanted their brand to be integrated into this great software. Mixbus does have a more traditional workflow to it, but there are some nice modern features in here that can help to speed things up. Mixbus really aims to bring that classic sound and classic console workflow to the digital world, and they continue to make it better all the time. It's another one that's very affordable even at the Pro version. Another program that wants to give you that classic sound and workflow of a console is Reason Studio. This one started out more as a sound design tool, almost viewed as an instrument on its own. And it's still used that way to this day by a lot of people, but Reason Studio has evolved into a very solid DAW that can be used on its own. It's extremely capable of producing modern and old school rock, so you won't need to use it with anything else. And one of the cool things here is when you're using effects and instruments in Reason Studio, it can feel like working with rack gear in a real studio, which is cool, and it might help some old schoolers to wrap their heads around how things work in the digital world. The mixing console in here, it's based on an SSL, and again, very cool for the old schoolers, but it's also very nice for anyone that wants to get that sort of console feel. You can get Reason either as a subscription or you can buy a perpetual license for it, giving you some flexibility with how you want to get started with Reason Studio. Now here's another DAW that's become extremely popular in recent years. This is Reaper. One of the reasons that Reaper has gained so much popularity is due to its price. It's extremely affordable, plus they offer a very friendly demo that allows you to continue using it even after it expires. A lot of people compare this to the WinRAR model. However, it's not free. Even if some people continue to use it for free, it's still not technically free software. Plus, if you want to use this one in a studio where you intend to make some money, or at least decent money out of it, then you're going to need to purchase a commercial license, which is still very affordable for what you get. Also with Reaper, you get a ton of effects with it. Plus you can bring in other third-party effects plugins, but a lot of people do praise the Reaper stock plugins, so you might just want to use those ones. It's a very solid platform for recording bands or solo artists and then mixing them. And with all of these programs, there's going to be a learning curve. So if you're new to all of this, don't worry, there's a learning curve that everybody has to go through. So if you download 1 or 2 or 3 of these and you're sort of feeling lost, don't think it's just you. That's everybody who starts with this software. It can feel very overwhelming, but if you just plug around in it, maybe watch a tutorial or read the manual for the program that you download, you're going to start to get used to the ideas. And all of these programs, they're doing very similar things. They're recording tracks and mixing tracks and doing all that stuff. So it's very similar across all of them. So there really isn't one program that's easier to learn than the other because they're all doing a very similar thing. But once you learn on one of these programs, you can pretty much take what you've learned and bring it to another program. You're just going to have to navigate the different user interface. So things might be in different locations, but the concepts on all of these are going to be the same. You're recording audio, maybe working with MIDI, and you're going to be mixing the stuff using plugins. All of that is going to be the same across all of these programs. It's just the way they look, how you interact with different features, and how comfortable you are with each of these programs. So I do recommend downloading 2 or 3 of these, giving each one a little bit of a try, poke around, see which one really appeals to you, and then stick with that one, learn it, get to know it as good as you can, because once you do really learn the program, it's all about just making music. You no longer have to look up, how do I do this in that program? You're just going to be able to record music and mix it and release it. So I do recommend sticking with one program and not hopping around unless you still haven't found the one that you feel is right for you. All of these programs that I mentioned in this video are extremely capable of making all kinds of music, including rock music, and all of these programs can bring in third-party plugins, so all of your effects plugins and instruments. If you want to check out some of the best free plugins, check out the video on the screen right there. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump. Thumbs up.